All right, all right. Greetings, greetings. Good afternoon. Haki Ami, Mambo. Hope you all are well. Peace and blessings. This is Brother Haki Ami, President of Teaching Artists Institute. It's a beautiful day. I'm excited here to share a vision for Pan African work that we've been doing with the Teaching Artists Institute. And we have an opportunity coming up next year. Of course, many know that we've done some amazing tours, and one of the distinguished Thai elders is here to share an opportunity that we are working on for 2023, and that's the Tanzania Elders Tour. And the curator, inspiration, motivator for that tour is none other than Mama Ade Aloma. I will allow for you, Mama Ade, to open and share. And I want to thank Sister Kim Poole for, coordinating and working to make this happen. It's going to be a phenomenal opportunity for just our elders. So I'll allow for Mama Ade to share her vision for what she envisions to happen in Tanzania in October. We'll get those exact dates and how you, my elders out there in the diaspora, can come to Tanzania next year. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Teaching Artists Institute is looking forward to seeing you. Mama Day?
Greetings, everybody. Um, it is so good to be here. And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why. I just drove in from doing a wonderful performance um, in Columbus, Ohio. And this was celebrating a woman, Sister Ann Walker, Queen Mother Ann Walker, who is 99 years young. This woman is extraordinary. She worked for President Carter. She was a celebrated journalist, one of the first Black celebrated journalists, and has done so much for so long in her community. And at 99, they were celebrating her. And she is sharp as a tack. She was dressed in her African attire and she was running things. And just to have that mindset of growth at 99 years young. In our Sheroes group, our Sheroes group runs the gamut from 8 years old to our oldest Sheroes member, who is 94 years young. And her name is Mom Daphne. And talking to Mom Daphne, asking her why she wanted to be a part of our Sheroes group, she was saying that she just wanted to learn. And how amazing is that mindset at 94 when you've seen so much and of transitions and so many different presidents over the years, and seeing computers come into existence, and flight happening even more, and television and all of this stuff at 94. And she said she just wants to learn. That that was such an inspiration to me. And as I travel, I was traveling with Miss Kim Poole of Teaching Artists Institute, who I think is the most incredible person in the world, and marvel at how she does all that she does all around the world from different countries. Traveling to Tanzania last year, I had the opportunity to teach in three different universities in Tanzania, and to go on that tour, it was extraordinary. And looking online, I was seeing so many different things for scholarships for young folks, for internships for young people. And I thought to myself, I don't see anything for the elders. Elders are not thrown away people. We have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We have a lot to give. And to be able to teach in three different universities, and I still think I'm cute. I still think that I'm with it. And just to see how those students were um, just wanting to learn so much, and the way they treated me as an elder was gratifying. I couldn't get on or off the bus for someone saying, "Let me help you. Let me carry this for you." The way they treat their elders had me thinking more about being an elder and what that means, and what you have to give, and what you have to offer, and what you still need to learn and see and do. I'm a world traveler. I've traveled all over the world. I've traveled to Russia, to Brazil, to, different parts of the world. And I still want to learn. I still want to grow. And so having a conversation with Miss Kim Poole, you can't really just put something out there like that and not have her jump right on it. And she said, "Well, why don't you create a tour?" And I said, "Huh. Well, why don't we? For the elders. And we'll call it the Elders Legacy Tour. Because there are so many elders who still want to learn, who still want to grow, who still have something to offer. And so different parts of Tanzania um, lends itself specifically to that learning, to that growth, um, going to the spice farm. That alone was worth going to Tanzania. As I walked in the spice farm, I saw this gentleman, and he said, he pulled up some grass out the ground. He said, "What is this?" And I looked, and it looked like grass to me. So I said, "It looked like grass." And he rubbed it, and he said, "Smell it." And it was lemongrass that he pulled from the ground. And we walked a little further, peeled the bark off the tree. He said, "What is this?" Looked like bark from a tree to me. And he smelled it, and it was cinnamon straight off the tree. And he said, "That's how you get your cinnamon rolls, your cinnamon um, sticks from this bark." And there were so many other things that uh, was so fascinating to me, that I'll never look at a tree the same, or grass the same, because everything had a purpose, everything had a meaning. And to know what all of these different herbs and spices and stuff that just grew as you were walking along was illuminating, and I thought, how marvelous to learn all of these things, to see these wonders of the world. In my travels, I've seen things that I can't even explain to people, but I've seen it with my own eyes. And when you travel to Africa, I was telling someone it's like a plug, an electrical socket, and you plug right in, and you get this energy that you feel from your bottom of your feet to the top of your head. You feel re-energized and plugged in, and it's something that a lot of people haven't experienced. So we are going on the Tanzania Elders Legacy Tour. We're going, as Kim said, to honor the past, to celebrate the now, and to illuminate the future. And what better way than to go? Mom Daphne, when I was explaining to her about the Elders Legacy Tour, she said, "I want to go." She said, "You beat me to it, because I was going to ask you, when can I go?" And so we're going to make a way for Mom Daphne to go in October, and we will get those dates to you mid-October for the Elders Legacy Tour, so that she can see for herself the beauty and the wonder of Mount Kilimanjaro. the waterfalls of Mount Kilimanjaro, to taste the taste of the food garden as you go through the stone village, to see this heritage and ancient artifacts, and just to smell the smells, to go to the slave port, to see what that is and what that means, um, to see the fabrics, to go to the marketplace and see the different shops and the fabrics and the tastes and the smells. It's just absolutely incredible. We go to the Havila orphanage. These young kids are absolutely amazing. They've created their own bakery at the Havila orphanage, and the Teaching Artists Institute is helping to build a home for the children that age out at a certain age of, uh, I think it's 18. You can't be at the orphanage anymore. You age out, and so the Teaching Artists Institute is building a building for these students so that they can learn trades, and once they step out into the world, they will have a viable means to sustain themselves. And I thought, how wonderful to have an adopt a grandparent program, to where we will go and be with the children. We can read, we can do workshops, and have a relationship with these students. So we're going to institute an adopt a grandparent program, to where you can write a student, you can counsel them, you can send pictures to each other, and it would be something that would be wonderful for both you and for the student. There's so much to be gleaned and gained from going on this Elders Legacy Tour. So I invite all of you to come with us and celebrate our eldership on this legacy tour, um, just to be a part of the atmosphere, uh, to go back on the land, um, to interface with the people, to learn, to grow, uh, and to be um, someone who gives of their own spirit to help um, in the interaction of culture and the exchange of culture. So, Haki, I hope I didn't talk too long or too much, but I am certainly very excited about the upcoming Legacy Tour.
Indeed, indeed, and thank you, Mama Day. Let me just just add on to that. Of course, let me just mention the dates. It's going to be October 22nd, and I posted it in the comments. October 22nd through October the 31st. To let me do my video so y'all can see me too. Let me take it out. Solo, remove from exit solo. So both of us are up here. Okay, and that's October 22nd through the 31st of in next year. And I also wanted to mention. Let's see. Let me see where my comments at. So we are just talking about the elder years and the golden years, and you've arrived, and we want to celebrate that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically what we're doing here. We're honoring the past to celebrate the now, to illuminate the future, ensure that continuity is not just your wealth, but the values, ideas, and integrity. So we're just encouraging everyone to, just consider this. I mean, someone that deserves it. It may not be for you, it may be for, a family member or a, auntie or uncle or a cousin or someone that that your organization can sponsor, someone in your family, of course, or
Right.
some deserving elder in the community, from every city, every town. You can send an elder. Many churches can put together funds, a fundraiser for many different things, and let that be your African ambassador. We deserve to send many elders, particularly those that come, have not gone to Africa. Many
Mhm.
deserve, and they deserve your support. They deserve for you to, reward them and, you know, offer them awards for their achievement, but definitely reward their years of service. And so
Right.
we are excited about this opportunity. Of course, we're working it out, but we wanted to get this down. Mama Day has done tremendous work. Mama Day, you've traveled pretty much all over,
Yeah.
Africa. So
Mhm.
just open up and share some of those places so people can know. Like, look,
Oh my
this.
gosh.
Yes, yes, yes.
I've been to the Gambia, to Ghana, to Senegal, to the Cote d'Ivoire, to Togo, to Benin, um, all over the Nigeria, all over the west coast of Africa. Um, I've been to Egypt. I've been to, last year, I went to South Africa with the Teaching Artists Institute. That was a totally magnificent experience. I've always wanted to go to South Africa and never had the opportunity to go. But last year I was able to go, and I sat in Nelson Mandela's house. I sat all on the man's furniture. I was
Wow. Yes,
was
yes,
supposed
yes.
to be, but I was there, and it was magnificent. We went to Robben Island, where
Hmm.
uh, where they kept Nelson Mandela for 28 years.
Wow.
Um, and we saw the cave where they would take their lunch break or whatever it was. And so many of the inmates were not literate, but of
Hmm.
course Nelson Mandela was a lawyer, and so they decided that during that time that each one would teach them how to read and help them to learn during that time period. And so
Wow.
that's where the saying, each one teach one,
Mm.
came from.
Wow.
That was absolutely amazing
I didn't know
to
that.
learn
I did
that.
not know that. Wow.
Yes, yes. Um, and I have here on my coffee table Nelson Mandela's book that he wrote while he was in prison. Just
Mm.
amazing stuff. Um, as I said before, I taught in three of the universities in
Yes.
Tanzania last
Hmm.
year in East Africa.
Right. Right. Right.
That was amazing. Going to Zanzibar
Hmm.
was incredible. The
Yes. Yes.
sights, the
Yes.
sounds, the color. It's like when we're here, this is like a black and white movie. When we
Hmm.
go outside, and I live in Cleveland,
Right.
and it's winter in Cleveland, so
Hmm.
um, so going outside is it's dreary. But when you go to Africa, the color, it's like going into a Technicolor movie. So the
Wow.
trees are colorful, the birds, the clothing, the cloth, so it's just the sand, the dirt. They
Mm.
paint pictures with different colors of sand, the black sand,
Wow.
the white sand, the red sand, different colors of sand they paint
Mm.
pictures with. So everything is colorful and vibrant. Um, just the way they walk, and because I raised my children very culturally, and carrying things on your head, you have to be upright. You have to
Mm.
stand a particular way, and it's
Mm.
just so regal the way they
Mm.
walk, and just I could go
Mm.
on and on and on and on and
Mm.
on. So now I have been to North, South, East, and West Africa,
Oh
which is
wow.
a
Yes.
blessing. Um,
Yes.
as I said before, I've seen things with these eyes that I can't even explain to people.
Mm.
And
Wow.
so I must be it must be about 40 times that I've been to Africa.
Wow. Wow.
And all of my children have gone.
Mm.
And I have 19 grandchildren, and I have 23 great grandchildren.
Mm.
And so some of my great grands have been. And that
Wow.
is such a blessing to walk on the earth. So when we do this Elders Legacy Tour, you you bring your mom, bring your dad, bring your auntie, bring your uncle. Um, we have at least four couples. We just did our love camp in Tanzania, and two of the young ladies that went on the love camp now want to go back and take their parents.
Wow.
So it's on the Elders Legacy Tour. They want to bring their parents
Oh
so
wow.
that
Wow.
they can
That's beautiful.
experience that. So it's going
Beautiful.
to be an amazing trip.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Um, Absolutely amazing. I'm so excited about it.
Oh,
Um,
it is.
uh, so there's so much to do, so much to see, so much to experience just being on the continent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So whether you've been once or never or a million times, when we went on the safari,
Mm.
you're driving down the road and a herd of elephants just walk right on past and look at you like, what are you doing here?
Right. Right. Right.
you know um so all of the things that you've seen in all of the movies, here it
Mm-hmm.
is up close and personal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was just absolutely amazing. Thai
Wow.
Tours does such an incredible job of having those artists in place, those boots on the ground that know where to go, how to go, what to do. You're very safe. um, there's uh, there's um, pharmacies, there's doctors just in case if you need any of that. I've never felt um, unsafe at all. And
Mm.
Brother Haki, you have always taken such good care of me. My husband always sends you his best regards because
Mm-hmm.
of how you've treated me and how good a care that you've taken of me. And I know that you're a firefighter and have all of these skills and all of that. But
Right.
I thank you so much for how well you take such good care of me and how well you
Right.
treat me. I really
Yes.
appreciate that.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And we are excited. And I must say, so elders, if you've heard that, uh, just think about it, think deeply. But shouldn't take much thinking, but it just takes execution. It
Yeah.
takes you to, sacrifice, and nothing done great doesn't come without a level of sacrifice. And so
Mhm.
I must just say, it takes preparation. So if you hear my voice right now, I say, get yourself. I know many elders they retired and on the
Yes.
fixed income, so
Yes.
you have a significant amount of months. So if you're watching this on a replay, just you got to do some fundraising. You got to talk to some young people, talk to the smartest and most successful people that you know. They may be willing to sponsor you.
That's right.
Organizations that you've been affiliated, professional associations, fraternities, sororities, churches, many different organizations are willing. Give him an example, Mama Day. Because some people, like, I mean, not to put any organizations out, but I know you share, even recently you shared how an organization, you were trying to get to one of the Thai tours, and
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's an organization in Cleveland.
Mhm.
uh, I know you apparently, obviously, you don't mind sharing about that
No,
because you
no, no.
did before. So just give
Um
give an example of how generous some people are if you just ask
right.
people.
Right.
Don't be too ashamed to ask people, for something, especially if you're a worthy elder in our community that
Mhm.
have earned your respect and credibility. People love you. People
Mhm.
want to see you experience Africa. If it's your first time, beautiful. But people want to, for you to experience Tanzania. So just share, how that actually happened, Mama Day.
Well, I wrote a letter to. Well, I'm a part of the Ohio Arts Council, and I wrote a letter that I'm representing the artists in the community, and they did send me a check to be able to represent the artists. But beyond that, um, I'm with the in Garden Valley Neighborhood Center and spoke to the elders in Garden Valley, and the elders took up a collection to be able to help to send me to Africa. The elders
Mm-hmm.
themselves, and so uh, it's you know what they say: a closed mouth don't get fed. So
Mm-hmm.
you have got to open your mouth and say that this is what's happening, this is what you need. I'm really taken by something that Kim Poole said last week when we were all together, and she said, I don't need one person to give me $1 million. I just need every one of y'all in this room to give me $1 before you get up and leave here. And so,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't have to be big, large sums. It's
Yes, yes, yes.
everyone, each one reach one, each one teach one, each one help
Yeah.
one.
Great,
So
great, great.
everybody give me $20. You can do that.
Yes, indeed.
You get and today going just to McDonald's, you spend more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
when you get your nails done, girls, you
Yes.
know how much it costs to get the mani pedis. You know how
Mm-hmm.
much that
Mm-hmm.
costs to get that head busted. So,
Mm-hmm.
th- make that sacrifice for
That's
your
it.
loved
That's
one.
it.
You
That's it.
know, um, my daughter paid for me. You see my nails is cute. You see that? I'm sparkling. My daughter
Yes,
paid for me to get my nails done.
yes.
Um, and so, uh, talk to your folks, talk to your
Right,
church,
right, 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 right.
and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how much people want to see you advance, want to see you before um, anything. You can make that trip
Indeed.
add that to your experience level of
Indeed. Yes.
going to Africa. Everybody should make that trip. Um, I know when I was at the door of no return in Africa, there's a little a small doorway of no return where it was very intentional that they didn't intend for any of us to get back to the land. That's why it was called that. Um, and so when we were taken from the continent, I didn't know who in my family line was
Mm,
ever able to get back there since
mm-hmm.
we've been taken from there. But I
Mm,
wanted to be the one to go back and stand on the land and said, that's a lie. Because I have returned for everybody in my family line. We made it
mm,
back. We made it
mm.
back. And so,
Pow-
and since then,
Powerful.
I've been with both my daughters, I've been with my
Mm,
grandchildren, and it's been
mm.
amazing. My best
Wow.
friend just repatriated back to Ghana. And so she
Mm,
is now living her best life by the ocean in
wow.
Ghana. Just
Wow.
amazing. Just
Wow.
amazing. But go, you won't regret. At least listen, going to Africa, you walk down the street and you see somebody look just like you, or somebody
Mm,
look like your uncle or your auntie, or somebody that looks just like somebody in your family. And it's when you come back you have a different mindset. Nobody can make me shame about this color that I am. You can't make
mm,
me shame about this
mm.
chocolatey goodness right here. You can't make me shame of this
Mm,
nose and these lips. You can't make me shame because I know where I come from. I know who I am and I know whose I am. And I stand in that, and I am comfortable in my own skin because I know
mm.
we're first world people, we're not third world people.
That's it. That's
So
it.
I don't want to be on my soapbox,
Well,
but
Mama did. So, oh
yes.
my God, wow, you said a lot. So, and I don't know if anybody has asked you if like how you did, and I know we said this is an elders retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, like if a young person, if an elder, like how you said you went with your uh children. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Are we we like it gonna exclude the children? Like if a grandma,
Mm.
huh?
No, 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 no.
Okay, okay. I just I just want to make sure, like, 'cause, people think like for instance, like in another tour, people thought it was just for couples, but just seeing it.
Hmm.
But people, I just wanted to be clear that yes, I mean, you're elder, you can bring, like you said, I mean, that's the most fulfilling thing
Yes.
in the universe to have to go with your grandchild uh,
Hmm.
or your great grandchildren to Africa. I mean, that would be like, I mean, not to say you want to like say you're ready to go, but it's like, okay, lived, you've
Hmm.
lived, and you've
Hmm.
experienced it,
Hmm.
and you can transmit that. You can see their face, and if they experience that young uh,
Yes.
in their life, so I want people to consider that. I want to put that on the table, and I want to get
Yes.
to say it, but um, and thanks. Let me give a shout out to Baba Olamina said Alafia.
Oh, I love
Baba
you.
Nat, yes, Baba Nati said
Yes.
that's a blessings on top of many blessings. Black is beautiful. Sister
Yes.
Sia Fano, she's actually from Sierra Leone.
Hmm.
Every African American people should visit Africa in their lifetime. It's a
Ashe.
life changing experience. Yeah, yeah.
Ashe.
Every African American, yes. So, and Baba Olamina said powerful. So, indeed. So, yes. I'll just open that up. Yes, consider, traveling with, your child and sacrificing. I'm sorry, your grandchildren, sacrificing for them. It's a tremendous bonding experience, and I think culturally it can, just really add to the bonding of families
Absolutely.
collectively. And so I that's a drop mic moment by my day, but we'll do it. We'll come back and do some others. But I think we hit on everything here. But definitely October
October. Hmm.
22nd through the 31st. Mark it down on your calendar. That's enough time for anybody in the sound of my voice to hear this, to plan and strategize, and adjust and sacrifice. Sometimes you have to cut back on things, but this is a once in a life. It can be a once in a lifetime experience, and
It
so
is life changing. I definitely
yes,
guarantee you that. It is
yes,
life
thank you.
affirming. I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee you that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's like plugging back into an electrical socket, and you get energized by
Right,
that. So
right, right.
definitely, definitely.
Right, right, right. Yes, and that's where our elders they've worked hard for. It's a shame that many Black people in America, like Sister Sia, she always sharing with me how they respect us here in
Hmm.
America, and they just love when we go back home. And so I'm just saying, do it, just do it like the commercial. So, but that's all I. Let's give out your contact information, Mama Ade, whatever you have to contact you, or of course they can contact the Teaching Artists Institute, Sister Kim Poole,
Yes.
443-739-0941, or kpool pip at yahoo.com. Kpool POOLE PIP at yahoo.com, and 443-739-0941. Or Mama Day. Reach out to Mama Day, and you can get
Hmm.
Mama Day.
My email is KENYETTACO, and I'm still on AOL.
Yes,
I'm faithful.
AOL works. AOL works. So, well, thank you, Mama Ade. We got 35 minutes. That's a good time. Definitely we'll reshare this. If you're watching this on a replay, don't think it's too late. We can take up. We can do a lot within 8 or 9 months. We can do a lot within 6 months. We can do a lot within 4 months. But it's best you start early. That way you know that you want to do it. Commit to doing it. Affirm that you want to go, in
I really,
your heart, in your consciousness. Make a
yeah,
decision and go with someone that is experienced. They're an
yeah,
elder that is experienced, that can share stories from not many people, Mama, they can say they've been to East and West and North and South Africa. So,
Yes.
that's like, like a phenomenon in many different ways. I mean, like I've, been talked to a lot of people. So I mean, I just believe that this is gonna blow up. Like we out here turn people away, but we gonna fill them all up. If it's,
Well, let's
we'll
go.
see, we'll see,
Let's
we'll see
go.
how.
You know, I'm ready.
All right,
I'd love
so
to see each of your faces in the place. We're going to have a
yes,
wonderful time. We're going to dance to the drums on the beach. We're
indeed,
going
yes,
to
yes,
have,
yes,
by the bonfire at the on the beach. We're going to have a wonderful time. Where
indeed.
Mugisha is going to do healing movement with your
I
bodies.
see,
We're going to move and enjoy ourselves. You
indeed.
know, um, and I'm an elder. I'm an elder, and I'm
Hmm.
excited. I'm not old. I am an
Right,
elder.
right, right.
There is a difference.
Yes, difference between elders and elders, indeed. So
Hmm.
thank you, Mama Dave. Look forward
Yeah,
to seeing you. I'll tell Kim you send her best, and
absolutely.
we appreciate you. We love you here. You've
Love you too.
done tremendous work, and this is going to be amazing. So I'm excited,
Yes,
excited for you and
Nati,
us and everybody else.
Olamina,
Yeah.
everybody. Love you dearly.
All right. Thanks again, and you
All
have a
right.
great, good evening.
You too.
Peace and
Bye bye.
blessings, Alafia. All right. Bye.